Hi everyone, I wanna talk about study guide. 1. Introduction. This is an online Japanese language learning video material for beginners that use Irodori, Japanese for everyday life, as a basic text. There are 4 parts: Starter, Elementary 1, Elementary 2, and Conversation Skill Up. You can take them individually or as a set. Online JFT-Basic, JLPT-N4 Pass Course. Irodori, Japanese for Everyday Life, is a teaching material for foreigners to acquire basic Japanese communication skills necessary for living and working in Japan. This is a Japanese language teaching material that allows you to learn the Japanese necessary for living and working in Japan, such as doing things, going out, eating, and interacting with people. Irodori was developed as a teaching material for foreigners who came to Japan to work, such as specified skills worker, to acquire the Japanese language necessary for living and working in Japan. The text, Japanese for Everyday Life, is a Japanese language teaching material provided by the Japan Foundation that can also be used as preparation for the JFT-Basic exam. The Japan Foundation conducts JLPT and JFT-Basic in each country. JFT-Basic is a test aimed at measure the Japanese language ability necessary for communication in daily life situations encountered by foreigners who came to Japan primarily for work. This is done using the computer-based testing method. As of September 2023, the JFT-Basic exam is being conducted in the Philippines, Cambodia, Nepal, Myanmar, Mongolia, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Uzbekistan, Thailand, India, and Japan. Online Japanese is for people who want to study Japanese on their own for various reasons, such as there being no Japanese language school in the area, not being able to attend a Japanese language school because of work, or being unable to pay the high tuition fees. This is language learning video materials. If you have a clear goal of learning Japanese, you may be able to study it on your own using commercially available teaching materials or videos. However, even if most people learn Japanese on their own, they either give up at some point or do not have a solid foundation. So many people continue to use incorrect Japanese without realizing it. If you are studying on your own, you will have no choice but to use solid Japanese learning materials to check your understanding and move up. Even if you think you are pronouncing it correctly, there are some sounds that you are not good at, such as the pronunciation habit, rhythm, and intonation that are unique to your native language and are not the correct Japanese pronunciation. In order to be able to speak correctly, thoroughly, imitate the correct Japanese sounds, and acquire basics of correct pronunciation. Levels of understanding, proficiency, and learning methods vary far from person to person. In face-to-face classes, you can move forward even if you don't understand something, but with online learning, you can study the parts you don't understand as many times as you like without worrying about others until you understand. If possible, it is important to regularly receive advice from a personal Japanese teacher through online lessons. Learn correct Japanese and pass JFT-Basic or JLPT-N4 without our online Japanese learning video materials that allowed you to learn in a fun and efficient manner. Please take the course with confidence Never give up. 2. Preparation before learning. First, download the necessary text and audio files from Material Download under Online Members in the bottom menu. The text is a PDF file, so you can view it on your smartphone, tablet, or laptop, but feel free to print it out if you wish. In the Japanese version of the text, Ruby is added to the English notation and kanji. 1. Basic text and audio files. 2. Attached materials. 3. Word list. 4. Answers. 5. Grammar worksheet. 6. National language version. 7. Special materials, such as Hiragana, Katakana practice book, Japanese input, Japanese pronunciation practice method, and 40 free apps and sites. 3. How to proceed with learning. For video teaching materials for each lesson, click Start a video, Elementary 1 video, Elementary 2 videos, and Conversation Skill Up video under Online Members in the bottom menu and study in order from starter. If your communication environment is slow, even if you click on the link, it may take a while for it to appear, so please be patient. All video will be streamed. Click on the thumbnail of the section you want to watch to start streaming, and once the video is displayed, you can watch it without stopping. You can watch on the maximum screen of your device by switching to full screen display at the bottom right of the video screen. All video can be viewed on a smartphone, tablet, or laptop, but if possible, we recommended taking the course on a laptop or computer with a large screen. Some students are connecting to a TV or running on a smart TV via Wi-Fi or cable. Also, use handphone or headset to listen to the correct Japanese pronunciation without distractions and without missing anything. Keep the text handy, either as a printed text or on a digital device. You can further deepen your understanding by listening and taking notes as appropriate. You will need it when writing down how to read kanji or taking notes while listening. The video recording time for each lesson is approximately 1 hour. The estimated study time for each lesson is approximately 3 to 4 hours. For example, first, read the lesson text in an understandable native language version. Second, watch the video of the lesson you are learning. Don't worry if you don't understand it. This is the first time. 3. Reconfirm with the native language version of the text. This is the second time. 4. Memorize words with word list. 5. Watch the video again and review. This is the second time. 6. If there is a verse that you still do not understand, listen again while looking at the listening script. 7. Watch the video while shadowing and review it again. This is the third time. 8. Be sure to read the grammar notes in a language version of the text that you can understand. 9. Learning with kanji words. 10. Review sentence, patterns, and expression by paying attention to the shapes. 11. Check your understanding with a confirmation test. 12. Evaluate understanding with can-do check. 13. Learn about Japanese life and culture with Japanese lifestyle tips. 14. If there are parts you don't understand, restudy them using the text. 15. Shadowing again while listening to the audio. this is first time. The point of learning is, if you don't understand a part, you can always stop the video and listen again. Memorize word with word list. Able to read Japanese character correctly and pronunciation them correctly. Practice writing in hiragana, katakana practice book. Understand grammar explanation. Create sentences using grammar. Enter text on your computer or smartphone. Imitating the correct pronunciation of Japanese words. Play shadowing. Enter voice input using a smartphone, etc. and check whether you are able to pronounce it correctly. Review the parts that got 1 star on the can-do check over and over again until you understand them. Listen and shadow the correct Japanese as many times as you like. Record the Japanese you say and click if you can pronounce it correctly. Solve the grammar worksheet and check your understanding. Here is the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve. The Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, shows below, is a study of the change and mechanism of memory over time, and shows how the brain forgets, newly learning connects. People forget 56% of newly learning materials after 1 hour, 74% after 24 hours, 77% after 1 week, and are on the verge of forgetting most of what they have learned after 1 month. It is said that if you don't review, you will forget most of it after a month. If you review within 24 hours, 10 minutes of review will bring you back to 100% memory. That's why review is really important for us. To prevent forgetting. 1. Review the correct of items that you are weak at or have difficulty remembering as soon as possible, so that you can remember them in a short time. 2. By outputting what you have memorized out loud, you will be able to organize the information in your hand and make it easier for your memory to stick. The recommended review method is to review the vocabulary, grammar, and sentence examples using a text next day. Use the word list in the attached document to hide the Japanese words and check their meaning. Understand your native language and check the Japanese meanings. Also, please input words and sentences by voice in Japanese. If you cannot input your voice correctly, your pronunciation may be incorrect. In that case, please go back to the video and practice the correct pronunciation. By imitating Japanese pronunciation, you will definitely be able to pronounce it correctly. We also recommend that you try solving the grammar worksheet again. If you have a concrete purpose and goal for learning Japanese, your level of proficiency will increase. Let's imagine yourself being able to speak Japanese while learning. 4. How to use the teaching materials. Structure of each lesson. Irodori Japanese for Everyday Life has 3 parts: Starter, Elementary 1, and Elementary 2, each consisting of 9 topics and 18 lessons, for a total of 54 parts. Topic and lesson title: Introductory questions, activity, listening comprehension script, kanji words, grammar notes, Japanese life topics. Activity contents and procedure is here. Here is activity type of goals: talking, listening, reading, and writing. Procedure common to all activities: can-do confirmation and doing activity, and can-do check. Use the can-do check at the end of the book to self-evaluate whether you have accomplished the can-dos. Check yourself to see how much you think you have accomplished that can-do. 3 starters for well done, 2 starters for done, and only 1 starter for still difficult. At the end of each lesson, Feel free to write down your impressions of the activity and what you would like to try next the comment section. Areas with few status on the can-do check are areas where you are weak, so please review as many times as you like until you get 3 status. Here is how to proceed with speaking, listening, reading, and writing activities. Now we're gonna start to study Japanese.